Is that... Hey! Good to see you. Yeah. Small world, huh? You'd be surprised. I almost never see anyone I know outside the salon. This is nice. Have you been? Good. You look well. Although you look like you may be needing a trim one of these days. I'm teasing. You look great. My handiwork holds up well. What have you been up to? That's cool. Sounds like it's keeping you busy. Yeah, I was just gonna find a quiet corner and read while I eat. Sure. That sounds nice. We've never really hung out before. Let's give it a shot. Hang on, I need to grab my drink. Nope, pinned up today. Safely out of the way. I had some errands to run before I stopped for lunch. Didn't want to take any chances. The salon is one thing, but I can't really navigate narrow places with a tail swinging everywhere. I can only control it so much, you know? And there have been a few too many moments of you break it, you buy it. Got drink, got tray. You got your food all set? Awesome. Let's see, how about... Is this table good? Great. Let me just... There we go. I'm glad things are getting back to normal out there, you know? Slowly but surely. Yeah, it's nice to sit in a booth and eat outside my home again. Honestly, I'll never take it for granted. Napkin? So what did you get? To eat, what did you get? Ooh, nice. I'm a little jealous. I got grilled cheese and tomato soup. Best combo on the entire planet, especially when it's cold out. Yes, so I'm not that jealous of you. I'm pretty happy with my own selection. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Surviving just like everyone else. The salon is doing well, given the circumstances. I think we've weathered the storm, which is good. I was a little worried. Of course. Businesses like mine balance on the knife's edge. It doesn't take much to tip them over into the negative. But I've been lucky. I have customers like you. It's a lot easier to feel successful with such a great client base. Snowflake is good. Fussy as ever, but good. How about your two little monsters? They doing well? Good. I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm trying something new. What do you think? I think the color sets off my ears nicely. Not too bold, but still eye-catching. Well, when you have to work around ears like these to do anything with your hair, you have to be creative. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I think I'll keep it for a while. See if I still like my reflection in a week or two. The food? Yeah, it's awesome. I should eat this every day. Yours is good? Great. I will definitely have to try that here. Oh, no, I'm not. Still doing the single thing. How about you? It's great having time for yourself, at least. Can't really go wrong there. Yeah. Hey, is this a little awkward to you? Well, I mean, we've never hung out like this before. I don't want it to be weird. You don't have to sit here and eat with me if you don't want to. You sure? Okay, good. Just checking. No, I'm having fun. It's nice to get to know you like regular people, you know? Without me holding sharp things in my hands. I mean it. To be honest, it kind of feels like a date. I'm teasing. Mostly. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, so I may be a bit rusty at it. Well, if I remember right, you talk, get to know each other, maybe eat together, maybe go do something fun together. Is it still done like that? Good, so I'm not that far behind. Honestly, as first date spots go, this one's good. It's casual, but that's not a bad thing. Grilled cheese and soup are spot on for a date. Unless, you drip soup on your shirt. Which I haven't done, thank you very much. Oh, what's your favorite place for a date? That's a good one. Anything in particular you like to order? Nice. Good choice. Not too fancy, but definitely impressive. I like it. I'm not too picky on activities usually. I had a fun date once where we just went to Target and wandered around looking at stuff. I'm serious. We made up stories about some of the products, decided which towels were the prettiest color, played with some of the toys, stuff like that. There are worse ways to kill an hour. I think we were waiting for an escape room reservation that we were way too early for, but Target is like a grown-up playland. Yeah. I've also had great dates that were just sitting in a park talking for hours or walking on the beach. Dates don't have to be complicated. It's all about who you're with and whether they're up for having fun. That's not so easy sometimes. It's hard not to take yourself too seriously, especially when you're trying to impress another person. It can be a gamble to be playful or silly or whatever, even if it's what you're feeling. Not everyone is comfortable with that. But when you find someone who's just fun to hang out with, who enjoys you just the way you are, even if that's silly, well, bonus points if you also find them attractive. It's the makings of a great relationship. What about you? What do you like to do on a date besides eat? Oh, that sounds interesting. Is it fun? I've never tried. Yeah, I've heard that. I may need to give it a shot sometime. See what the hype is about. No, I'm good. I still have plenty here, but thank you. So here's a question. What's the best date you were ever on? Yeah, ever. Yeah? That sounds kinda... Ah, cool. Yeah, I can see why. That's pretty awesome. I asked you that question without having an answer ready myself. Let me think. There have been lots of good ones. One time I was seeing someone who took me out for fondue, which was surprisingly decadent. Who knew dipping bread into a pot of melted cheese would be so good? Well, yeah. I mean, everybody would know that. Cheese makes everything better. So that was cool. Another time I was on a date and we watched movies from our childhoods, nostalgic stuff. Some of it we hadn't seen since we were kids. And it was a lot of fun to reminisce and also see how well the movies held up. Spoiler alert, some of them did not stand the test of time. Nope. More than one childhood memory bit the dust that day, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun. One of my favorite dates, if you could even call it that. I was in a long-distance relationship, and I had finally saved the money to hop a plane and go visit. When I got there, we hugged for a long time at the airport, and then we went and got McDonald's because I was starving after the flight. I remember it was raining, and we were sitting in this car in this McDonald's parking lot, eating fries and talking and catching up, enjoying the fact that we were finally within arm's reach again. It had been a pretty long time since a previous visit, so yeah. Anyway, those are probably the best fries I ever ate in my life. Yeah. It's weird how little things, sometimes almost nothing at all, can mean so much. Okay, so before I make this awkward... Yeah, no, it's all good. Like I said, I'm just glad to be out and eating in restaurants again. I definitely won't take it for granted anymore. My type? Oh, that's a question. Honestly, I don't think I have one. The sort of people I'm attracted to changes as time goes on, and I change, you know? The person who was right for me when I was 22 might not be the person who's right for me when I'm 30 or beyond. And that's okay. I get that. I've had some pretty awesome relationships with a pretty wide variety of people. I don't really regret any of them, even the not-so-great ones. Well, if nothing else, I learned a lot. Everyone I've dated or spent time with has taught me stuff. Good things, bad things, things about myself that maybe I didn't even know. But even some of the relationships that didn't work out, I still consider successful. Like, we stayed friends, or it was an important thing in my life when I needed it to be. You get the idea. I can look back and think, yeah, that was the right person to be with at that stage of my life, even if we didn't end up staying together. I can remember the good times and be grateful that they happened, even if they didn't work out overall. Yeah, maybe I think way too hard about this stuff. But that's not to say I haven't had my share of bad experiences. I think we talked about that sort of briefly before. There are some things I wish I'd done differently or different choices I'd made, but in the end it's hard to have a lot of regrets. My choices made me who I am today. I'm not sure where I'd be without them, so this is who I am, and I'm pretty damned happy to be here. Do I date humans? Of course. Humans are awesome. I'm very nearly one myself. What about you? Do you have a type? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wax philosophical. It's totally okay to have a type. Or not. And really, it's none of my business, I guess. I don't know, I'm just making the same conversation you made. Don't judge me. Yeah, it is. I'm having a good time. This is a lot more fun than just sitting and eating alone. What is it about eating that feels like it should be a shared activity? Actually, in my case, it's because of my mom. She has a real thing about people eating alone. She always wants to fix it if she can help it. When I was a kid, if I had to eat dinner late because I had like a school meeting or soccer practice, she'd sit with me while I ate so I wasn't by myself. And if we were out at a restaurant and somebody was eating alone, she'd always invite them to join us. Eating alone really bugged her, I guess. But it doesn't bother me quite as much. Nah, most days I eat with Snowflake. Best dining companion ever. No, I'm not working today. Salon's closed. I'm on my own. You want to? Like friends, or are we going to make this a real date? I guess it doesn't really matter, but it sort of helps to know going in. I mean, if we're just hanging out as friends, we don't have to go anywhere as fancy as Target. Okay, yeah, I'd like that. I'd love a chance to get to know you better. Great. You done eating? Me too. Let's go have some fun and, see what happens.